Okay, first, don't mind my air conditioner in the background. It is really hot. I'm not turning it off. But I have a table, a coffee table, because the one here is, this one is a little small, and this new one that I purchased actually lifts up. So that way I can put my laptop on it and lift the table up. So it's still gray. It almost has like a marbly kind of look to it. Okay, so if you can see the little diagram there, that's what it's supposed to look like. It's going to be lifting up, and then this part is just solid. The pieces and all of the screws are in here, and I have to see what kind of screwdriver I need. Okay, so I separated some of the pieces here. They are marked. They all have like a number or a letter, so that's how you're going to separate them. Okay, these are all the pieces that it comes with, so I'm going to separate these as well. Okay, so all of the bags also have letters, so that way it is easy to find what you need. Okay, so the first step is I need boards number 3 and 4, and then I'm going to need letter A, which is this, and I am to put them in. Okay, so they go in these holes on the edge, and it's going to screw in. So obviously I'm going to use my screwdriver and put the 4 of them in. See, just like that. And it does say, well, you're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. That's the one with the X on it. It does say not to use a power drill because it's probably going to end up plowing right through the end and cracking the wood. Okay, so with the same type of screws, the letter A on number 5 and 6, I'm going to put it all around the edge here. These small ones around the edges. Okay, just like that. Make sure you look at the photos because there's holes here that looks like it's going to fit, but it's not supposed to be in there. That's a little bit bigger than this hole here. Okay, so now that I have the screws in place, the next one is to take number 7. That's the big one there. And I'm going to put 3 and 4, which I had put these screws on already, and put them in there. And then number B, letter B, which is this, is going to go on, because what it does is, this is what I had screwed in, and then this actually goes in this, and it turns and then it locks the piece in. Sorry, I missed a crucial part. I'm going to be placing C in the sides first, and then I'm going to pop it in number 7. And that is the bigger piece that I had showed you before, the bigger hole. And just to show you, you do not need a hammer or anything. It just sticks right in easily, because it's going to go into the other hole, and that's what's going to hold it in there together. They're going to kind of like lock in together. Okay, so before I place it on the big piece over there, this is what's going to go into the bigger holes. There's 2 on each of these boards. Okay, so before this goes on number 7, you're going to take this piece, and it's going to go into the 2 big holes on the ends. Make sure that this is facing on the outside, because you're going to be putting, like, matching it up with that screw part, and you're going to turn this, and that's what's going to lock it in. But you don't need a hammer or anything, you just pop it in with your thumb. Okay, so underneath, before I'm doing this, they did have this huge ass sticker, and so make sure you remove it, because when you lift the table up, you're going to probably see that underneath. So number 7, B, 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 which would be here, 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 and here. Okay, so just so you see exactly what's happening, this part's gonna go in there where that piece is, and then the wooden part is gonna go into that hole on both sides. And then you're gonna press it in and then turn that. You don't have to turn it a lot. You're just going to turn it until it doesn't turn anymore. It's like almost like a half a turn, just so that it locks in there. See? It doesn't take a lot of strength, and now this piece is on. I'm going to go ahead and put the other piece. I am full of sawdust. Very messy. Okay, so I put the big piece here for now. So now that I got that, I'm going to be putting this together. And it's going to look like that. So that's the smaller pieces, and yeah. All right, let me get everything that I need. So I need number 3, 4, 5, and then C's. Okay, so it's just putting these and number 3, 4, 5. Okay, I made a mistake. All right, so this is 3 and 4 on the sides here. I need to take 5 and 6 and attach it to that, so it's going to be a square. And these are the 5 and 6. Duh! Okay, so you can see along here it has all these holes, and these are on the top. So this is all going to fit in perfectly, and along the sides here as well. So you just gotta line everything up nicely and then pop it in there. And then we're going to screw in those pieces in the corner. I just have to pop it in a little more. I'm going to take it actually off of here because I have it on there and it's a little bit awkward. So sometimes if they're not lined up properly, it won't go in, so you just have to loosen it. It's not that hard. You just loosen it, pop the piece in, and then tighten it again. All right. It's a nice big box. Oh my gosh. That is bloody heavy, people. I'm gonna need, I don't even know how I'm gonna lift that after, once it's on the legs, because it's gonna be looking like that, so I'm gonna have to turn it over. Woo! Alright. So, got the box. Let's see what's next. What is next? Oh, that's just as I thought. Alright, so I'm going to flip it upside down. E is these, so just regular screws. They do give extras of some of the pieces in case if you lose them, but you can always hang on to them for another project. So I'm going to go ahead and put the screws in with the legs, and oops, number 8, which is the smaller ones, and number 9, which is the long bars. Right? Let me double check. These go on the sides. These go on the bottom. So these go after. This is F. E is all the bars that's going to go on. This one isn't even marked. It's kind of weird. Now, oh boy. Okay, so E. So there's 1, 2, 3 holes. And there's 1, 2, 3 holes. Let me see. Do these line up? No. Like this. Yes. Okay. So this is how this goes. All right. God, this is heavy. It's going to be even heavier with all the metal on it, but hey, gotta get it done. Okay. And remember, the bars that have no holes is because they're going to go here greasy the hole, and it's going to be screwed in from the other side with F. Okay, so these extra bars make it more sturdy and solid. Now I have to flip it because then I have to put this part on. So just remember to always lift with your legs, not with your back. Before I put the rest of the top on, I just want to show you that it's bigger than my other table here. Not by too much, but it's a lot heavier, but it's going to have a lot more storage. Okay, so it shows 6 of the A's, and it's supposed to go on like this, right? So you're supposed to have the 2 on the sides and then the 2 in the middle. Well, 2 on the sides. There is no friggin' hole here. Are you kidding me? I think I screwed up. I think this piece of wood is supposed to be over here. Oh my god, now I have to take it apart. Okay, let that be a lesson to really pay attention because, whew, I am exhausted, I'm sweating. Alright, now I'm going to put the brackets on the big piece so that it can flip up. Okay, so now that I have the table together, I'm going to take these pieces and put it on the back of the number 1 board and then screw it into the table, and that way it's going to lift up. And it uses the D screws. Okay, I have them screwed in, and I'm going to now screw them on the insides of the table. Okay, this is going to be the tricky part because I have to screw it in from the inside. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure how to do that, but I'm going to figure it out. Okay, it was a little hard to get all the screws in, but I did it. So let me show you how it looks open. Pulls this way, that way if you want to eat or use a laptop, and then you have storage in there. And then to close it, you just push it. It's a nice size table. I'll show you against a phone.